if you really look at what procurement is supposed to be all about, it's about procuring the right good or service in the right amounts, ordered by the right person. So how do we actually take technology and give those benefits to the business? Well, it involves a few things. You got to know about what you're buying, so that's the data piece of it. How much are you buying? How much did you buy last year? That kind of stuff. Then you want to make sure that you have the right negotiated prices for those goods and services, so that's sourcing. And then once you have those negotiated prices, you want to put them somewhere in a system, so that it's in the form of a contract, so it stays in the system, so when people can order stuff, it actually goes against the contract. So that's the contracts piece of it. And then finally you come to the procure to pay piece of it, which is where actual buyers are buying it in compliance with contracts and the negotiated prices. So really there are four pieces of it: the spend visibility part, which is the data part, gives you the data; the sourcing part, which gives you the savings, the negotiated savings; then you have the contract management part that actually talks about what the contracts are; and then the actual buying, which is procure to pay, which goes against those contracts. So really those four components are the technology components. And if you're tied back to the business, that's what you're doing. You're procuring the right goods or service at the right price, ordered by the right person. So what we do is we have technology partnerships in place that give you exactly the four components that we spoke about earlier. The spend visibility part, which is all about the data; the sourcing part of it, which is actually going to the supplier base out there, negotiating those agreements, going then into contracts management, which stores those contracts out there; and then finally the procure to pay piece, which is really the most important piece. That's where the corporation spends its money. That's where end users are buying stuff. So when they go through the procure to pay technology, that's where they're actually doing the buying and really consummating what was in the contracts, really driving the end goal savings at that point.